Hi guys, I'm Nu-Trix the Synth guy, and today we're talking about the Jupiter XM from Roland. The guys from Roland were really nice about lending me one to test it out and talk about it. And my question when I first saw it was basically, who is this for? Because it is going outside of what I thought they would do. Let me explain. This has the full capacity of the Jupiter X, the top of the line synthesis synth that they're selling today. It has all the Zen Core capacity. So basically, if you know what Zenology Pro can do, this can do it also. And you have the expansion model. So you have the Jupiter 8, the Juno, the JX, the SH101, the XV, the RD piano, and drum sounds, and a wicked arpeggiator, intelligent arpeggiator. I'll do that after. You'll see, it sounds good, and it's a real blast to play with. But then the size is very small. You know, this is like tiny keys. Actually, not tiny keys, but they're smaller than unusual keys. So I would say medium to small keys kind of thing. They've got super high quality effects. There's even a vocoder when you connect your microphone to the back. So this is kind of the Cadillac. It has everything. But then the size is so small. You go, okay, who is this for? Because you're not going to tour with this. Well, I don't guess. I mean, the build is, the front panel is metal, the sides are metal, but this is plastics here, and the bottom is plastic. So it's still very lightweight, and it runs on batteries. Batteries, okay? And this thing, I didn't expect this. This can actually, there are speakers. So you can just play this anywhere you want. So you can bring that in you know, backyard and play with it. You can put it in the kitchen table and play with it. And it's your iPad, iPhone, laptop best friend because it is also Bluetooth compliant or Bluetooth capable. And you can actually use this as a MIDI controller for your apps. So it becomes your synth or your keyboard for your synthesizers, but also the other way around. You can send audio back from your tracks and play it on the speakers. So it's like, okay, so it's got that really high-end quality, but these very, I would say, everyday use type of approach. I don't expect pros to go on tour with a size like this, or to actually use Bluetooth, because I mean, at home it's stable, but on tour I wouldn't be sure to use it. But then it's just, it doesn't replace the fact that he can play. I mean, you look at the back of this thing, you even have XLR connectors. So it's still high-end. So that's the question, who is this for? And by reading about it, the guy behind this, he was looking for his dream synthesizer to have at home and to be able to pick it up, bring it anywhere he wants, in the house, backyard, whatever, and then sit down and just play with it. Bring a laptop and use this as your controller or not. It's just a really cool piece to play with because it's just fun and it connects to anything and everything you have. So I understand the logic and I find it really, I would say, entertaining. I had a blast. I was surprised to have that much fun with it because the intelligent arpeggiator is amazing. Well, listen to it. You'll see it's really cool. Now, for the Bluetooth connection, I tried something. I connected my iPhone running Zen Beats with the Roland Jupiter XM using Bluetooth. Now I'm going to go into the settings and see if I can actually see in audio. Oh, this is perfect. It sees, oh, this is great. So if I send now playback and I play this, the audio comes out of that. It just works. So my song is playing here. The audio is coming out of the speakers of the synthesizer. So again, very fun, I'm not sure it's for everybody, but it's very fun if you want something. I'm going to stop this. If you want something to play anywhere that has the full potential of real synthesizer, I mean, the top end quality sounds and the connection at the back that are, I mean, there's a vocoder inside this. So if you plug your microphone, you can actually sing through it and play. There's a vocoder. So it's just like, okay. And plenty of very high-end effects. Well, it is really cool. And I think the main reason why you would like to have this is just fun. Now, if you're into synth itself and designing your own sounds, most of it is sufficient, but even like going in between LFOs, I find it hard to move between stuff. It's not that hard, but I prefer having one knob, one job. You know, that's kind of the old school synthesis way that I love. It's still very powerful, but there's this little screen that you move into and you see the different windows. And when you know how powerful the Zen Core engine is, you would like to have a bigger screen or more knobs. And that is something you would find on the Jupiter X because it's the big size. But still, it's a pretty fun device to play with. And what we'll do, I'll come closer and I'll show you the I-Arpeggio, what they call it, the I-Arpeggio, which is the intelligent arpeggiator, and the sounds, and you'll see why this is fun, just fun. Before we go anywhere else with this, I'm still hearing my sound through the speakers, so I'm gonna go in the menu and say that I wanna turn off speakers. Speaker here, off. Then I need to bring them up, so you hear that. Oh, you need to put your headphone. The depth of the bass. Oh, there's just like so much bottom on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go exit here. Just the first, to understand the first logic is you have scenes. And here at the right, scenes includes parts, 4 parts plus the rhythm, you know? And they can be taken from Jupiter, Juno, JX, SH, XV, and RD, plus the drum. So these are the type of models you can look. Plus there's the actual Zen Core Jupiter model. So what we'll do, we're just going to experiment, just listen to the sound. And you're going to talk about this here, the arpeggio, the I-Arpeggio, which is intelligent. If I just play sounds, I'm going to go back to the first. Okay, you got these sounds. But what's cool about this is that when I play this, sometimes you have 4 sounds, maybe sometimes you got 3 sounds, 2 sounds, depending on what it is. So if I want to use the arpeggio, there's 3 control. There's the type here, and when you turn it, you'll see that there's different ways of the arpeggio to be about the way it's going to interact with the keys that you're playing. It can be many things. It can be it's just going to do an arpeggiator standard, but also it will think about how to use the other sounds on the different, layers of the scene to trigger differently. So depending on which one you find, something are ensembles. So actually, I'm going to show you what it is. And then there's the rhythm. Rhythm is a choice of a type of drum pattern, the sound of the instrument, 808, and the beat tempo. And then you've got a control over the tempo. Here you can activate the fact that depending on the speed you're going to play and the way you play your rhythm, it will interact with the beat. And playing with the keys will change the way you're going to have, I would say, accompaniment to the way you're playing. And of course, there's hold and on and off. So if you don't have it, you have your sound. Turn it on. And the way it plays right now depends entirely on what I selected here. If I select another one here, see now there's nothing, it's off. up 1/16th note. I want to change the tempo. Let's say this one. Let's try a second one, just to give you another example. I play faster, the drum beat changes. The pattern changes as the tempo is also, the pattern is also interacting with the way you're playing. Kick is so loud. I'm playing like this, I've got the hi-hat and the clap. If I keep these off, I just have the kick, rim shot, and I'm not a good player. You see that right away. See why I like this then. So there's different ways that they interact, and that's a cool part of all of this. So you can just go on like that. See now, in this case it's on. What you have is only the arpeggiator. You don't have the rhythm. The kick, when you just want to kick with the hi-hat. See, it appears in the screen. Kick hi-hat with clap. Kick hi-hat. Oh, this one is a loop. Like instant creation. It's just give you ideas right away. You combine these ideas and you can actually just like use them. There's a lot of them. see there's different ways you're gonna find ideas as you play along with this. Having fun. It's just like it's I understand you just take this out and you just play. It's just like you have an hour of just fun. And it also triggers ideas. Fun. And there's 5 banks of 16. I'm not going to play all of them. Try to trigger the snare to see. It's interesting. It's a cool sound. Sounds good. So that's it. That's the Jupiter XM. Actually, might do other videos about it because I'm still learning and playing around with it. But it is a fun piece for people who want to have quick access to sound, automatic ideas almost that comes out of it. I was just playing around this, oh, this will be, I could start a song with this. So it's just a really, I was on the fence about it because I said, oh, it's the size of a small keyboard. It's not the full thing. And basically you've got the full brain inside it. It's a very powerful synthesizer. All the synthesis that Roland has, right now as at the top of their line is in there, plus the I-Arpeggio, plus the vocoder, plus the Bluetooth connection. It is a very powerful synth package in a way that it's for somebody who wants to have a hardware synthesizer, high-end quality synthesizer, but doesn't want to go and think about how do you connect everything, how do you figure out MIDI cables, how do you figure out how to mix everything. It's the one box, you put your iPhone beside it, and then you play. It's just like, or your laptop, and then you play. It's super simple, efficient, and quick. And I understand why people would like to have this. I know how to use this and I have fun with that, but I understand why this could be just the right type of things for you. That's it, guys. See you soon. Stay safe. Make music. Cheers.